morning, Mom Petite, and welcome back to my channel. We have started our day this morning in literally the best way possible. We went for a lovely early morning walk around the local lakes, and oh my gosh, it was just the loveliest morning. Such a great way to start the day, just to get out, get a little bit of fresh air, especially on a day like today when the sun is shining and already it's feeling quite warm this morning. I think it's going to be a lovely summery day today, which just puts me in the best mood. So I'm back, I'm showered, freshly washed, and I've just made myself a lovely iced coffee to start the day. And honestly, I couldn't be in a better mood. I love a beautiful morning walk like that. I feel like getting out in nature first thing in the morning is always just my favorite, even if that is just sitting out in the garden having your morning coffee. I feel like it's such a lovely way to start your day and to just kind of like start the day in the best way possible. Get out in nature, get a bit of fresh air, and it just like revitalizes my body. So I have a little bit of laptop work to do this morning. I'm gonna have my morning coffee. I might even take my laptop outside and do my admin outside and just soak up the sunshine. I don't know if it's because I've just been sitting outside in the sunshine and I really have that like sun-kissed glow to my skin at the moment, or whether it's the makeup that I have been doing, but my goodness me, am I loving just like a really chewy, glowy finish with my skin at the moment. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I've really been stripping back what I'm wearing on my skin. I think I've mentioned this before, but I just want to make sure that like my everyday makeup, number one, doesn't take me longer than 10 minutes because I like to get ready quite quickly in the morning. I know a lot of you are like mums, a lot of you have a lot of stuff going on, and nobody wants like a 35-40 minute skincare and makeup routine. You want something that's going to take you 10 minutes, it's going to look beautiful, that you can repeat day in, day out. And I feel like I've really nailed that look at the moment, and I've been really stripping it back. I've been loving the Sculpted by Amy Second Skin. I don't know if it's foundation or BB cream. I think it's technically a BB cream, but oh my gosh, apply it with my fingers and it blends in so beautifully. I love the Pixie blushes and bronzers. But with regards to my eye makeup, I'm actually not really wearing much at the moment. I have no eye makeup on at the moment, and I'm kind of loving it because I feel like it really just gives that like effortless, summery, glowy makeup look. And on my lips, oh my goodness, the Vive lip oils are incredible. I'm wearing the Rosa lip oil today, and I just feel like it's such a perfect like your lips but better. It just makes them look so dewy, so glowy, and actually lasts a really long time as well. Like I've had my morning coffee this morning and I don't feel like any of it has come off at all, which makes me so happy because it means I don't have to apply it as much, and it just really blends in well with the rest of the makeup look. So I really do feel like the glow is glowing at the moment, and I'm kind of loving how the makeup's looking. So I've just come upstairs because I have just received a rather exciting new delivery that I wanted to kind of unbox and go through with you guys. But before we actually go through the delivery, I thought it'd be quite interesting to have a little bit of a chat about style, fashion, and kind of like your personal evolution, because a few of you have been noticing, and I personally have noticed it a lot myself, with how my style has evolved this year. And I feel like every single year it's so interesting to see like how my style has evolved, like what I'm wanting to like pull out of my wardrobe, what I'm loving to wear. This year particularly, I feel like I've been all about those capsule wardrobe essentials, those pieces that you add into your wardrobe that really kind of create like a foundational wardrobe, so that you can basically pull anything out and pieces will mix and match really well together. You can wear something time and time again. I know I speak a lot about ageless fashion, but it really is my favorite thing. I feel like ageless pieces are so important to me, so that I know that I can wear the pieces now and I can wear them in 10, 15, 20 years time. And as long as I look after them and make sure that they like last a really long time in my wardrobe, I'm going to be able to keep them for pretty much ever, which is so exciting whenever it comes to adding pieces into our wardrobes. And I know so many of us are being so much more considerate of what we're adding in. I feel like long gone are the days where we just make these like really impulse purchases. We add loads of things to our basket and do like a 10, 20, 30 piece haul. Like it's so much more about being really considerate, being really capsule in your wardrobe, and really deliberate of what you're adding in. So I've been kind of taking stock of my wardrobe recently and just thinking about what I've been maybe missing, those capsule pieces that I feel like I could really benefit from adding into my wardrobe, things that I'll be able to style up, I'll be able to style down, that will just stand the test of time. And I discovered a new brand which I wanted to show you today. This is Hera, but Hera is a beautiful brand that I basically would describe them as like a capsule wardrobe brand. Like they create really essential foundational wardrobe pieces that you can add into your wardrobe and wear time and time again. And I saw a few pieces on their website and I just thought, those are the things I want to be adding into my wardrobe at the moment, because I want to be able to style them time and time again. I definitely would say that they're filling a gap. These are pieces I've kind of been missing, or at least a couple of them upgrading. I say this a lot whenever it comes to adding pieces into your wardrobe. I feel like if you're going to be making a purchase, it needs to basically be one of three things. It needs to either be replacing something, upgrading something, or filling a gap in your wardrobe. And when I say replacing something, that might be something that you've had for a really, really long time that like is just looking a little bit tired and old. If you're upgrading something, it might be something that you had as like a bit more of a high street purchase that was super affordable, and now you're like, you know what, I feel like I can treat myself and invest in something a little bit more higher quality, and obviously filling a gap just explains itself. So I wanted to show you what I've been picking up from here, because I think it's safe to say that these really are like capsule wardrobe pieces. They're going to create a real foundation in my wardrobe, and I'm definitely going to be able to wear them time and time again throughout summer and beyond. I'm going to warn you now. This haul is the epitome of if I like it, I'm gonna get it in another color. I love doing that with my wardrobe, especially when it comes to these pieces that, let's be honest, are completely timeless and completely classic. So I'm gonna start with shorts, because I really want to get back into wearing shorts. I feel like a few years ago, I loved having shorts in my wardrobe. I styled them so much throughout summer. And then I just got to a point where, to tell you the complete and honest truth, I got really self-conscious of my legs. And I don't know why I did. Like, I do have quite short legs. I would say in comparison to the rest of my body, my legs are actually like the longest part of me, like proportionally. It's my torso that makes me so petite. My legs are actually quite long, but just being a shorter girl, I'm very aware that I have quite stumpy legs, and it's something that I'm really self-conscious of. But I think I just want to kind of get over that this year, and I really want to style up some more pieces with some gorgeous shorts. And I have some really lovely like white linen shorts in my wardrobe, but there was definitely a few colorways that I was missing, and I literally saw them all on Hera's website. So the first pair is this beautiful stone pair, and what made me fall in love with these shorts is obviously at the front you can see they look very tailored, they look really elevated and beautiful, but at the back they are elasticated. And if you're like me, one thing that I really struggle with, especially when it comes to trousers and shorts, is my proportions, because I'm a very curvy girl. I have a very small waist in comparison to my hips and my bottom, and I do find that things can really struggle with regards to those proportions. Like, I can't get it ever either tight enough on my waist or like loose enough around like my legs, my thighs and things like that. So this, I think, is going to be the answer to all of my prayers whenever it comes to shorts. I love the length of them as well, like this really lovely like mid length. I feel like, let's be honest, we're all too old to be wearing hot pants these days. Like, we want something that's just like really nice and covered, that looks really tailored but doesn't look frumpy. Like that mid thigh, I think, is like the perfect length whenever it comes to shorts, and it just means you can style it up with so much, like shirts, cotton, linen shirts, beautiful little tees, even little cardies like this. I think these would go so beautifully with, and I just loved the stone colorway of these. The next colorway I picked up, that again, I have nothing in my wardrobe like this, is a beautiful, almost kind of like stone greyish color. It's so much more cooler in toned than the beige shorts, and I just absolutely loved it. This to me is just like a really beautiful like mid-tone brown, and again, I have nothing in my wardrobe like this. I just love how tailored they look. Now, whenever it comes to like workwear, I always get questions about like office attire and workwear, and I'm definitely not the person to ask, because I have not worked in an office since 2019. It's been a long time. I feel like my style has changed so much. Even like the world has changed with regards to what is considered office attire. But if your office does allow for shorts in the summer, I feel like these could be so beautiful, paired with like some beautiful ballet pumps, or even like little white trainers, if that's like the kind of vibe that your office does go for. Little blazer thrown over the top. I feel like these could be so beautiful. So it's safe to say this is definitely filling a gap in my wardrobe, because I don't have anything in this colorway, and I think this is just going to be so perfect to style up in summer. And of course, I couldn't not pick up the black. Now, I do actually own a pair of black shorts, but this is what I'm saying when it comes to like replacing or upgrading something. The black shorts I have in my wardrobe, I'd always been settling with, to tell you the complete and honest truth. I've always found them a little bit too short, and the ones I had already had this like big buckle detail, which was lovely, but I felt like I couldn't style it up with everything. Like, it was a very particular outfit that I could wear with it. So when I saw these shorts, I was like, this is the answer to all of my prayers. That's the perfect pair of black shorts I've ever seen, and it's going to replace the ones in my wardrobe perfectly. So I'll be able to move on from them. I can pass them on to like friends or family, and basically replace them with something that I'm going to get so much more wear out of. Now, I'm quite interested to see what the actual blend blend is. Yeah, it's a linen blend, which I think is so, so lovely. I personally prefer going for something that's a linen blend rather than pure linen, because pure linen just creases so badly. Even with a linen blend, you have to have a good relationship with your steamer or your iron, because every time you will wear these, they will get a little bit creased up. But I'm never bothered about that creasing. Like, I feel like it almost adds to the outfit and it makes it so much lighter and so much cooler. So they are perfect for the summertime. So I'm really, really excited to try all of these on, to style them up a little bit and to see how I'm going to be able to add them into my summer wardrobe. And no, you are not seeing double. These are actually the trouser versions of all three of those colorways. Now, with regards to the trousers that I have in my wardrobe, again, it's something that I've been really leaning into this year. I feel like last year I was a dress girl through and through. You could not get me into a pair of trousers to save my life. And this year I'm loving these kind of outfits, which is like a cute little top with a pair of cute trousers. I just absolutely love it. I feel like it's a little bit more practical for where I live. It's something that's really important as well when you think about your wardrobe and think about your own style evolution. I feel like your environment affects your personal style so much. And living here in the New Forest, sometimes it's just not practical to wear a dress. Like, sometimes people just look at you funny, like, why are you wearing such a beautiful dress when you're kind of surrounded by forest? And actually trousers are like the way to go. I also think it's been the weather this year, because we haven't quite had the summer we usually have. I feel like I'm reaching for trousers a lot more than I am at dresses and skirts. So again, you've got the beautiful linen blend. They feel so lightweight, and they are all a beautiful wide leg. Now, I am expecting these to be too long on me, because I don't think Hera does like petite versions. In fact, I know they don't. These are just like the regular version. And obviously, being 5 foot exactly, I'm aware they're going to be too long on me. However, whenever it comes to perfect pieces in your wardrobe, I'm never against getting them tailored. I'm never against getting them altered if it means it's going to fit you perfectly. So I'm kind of expecting them to be too long, but I'm so willing to sacrifice that for the fact that they can fit perfectly around my waist, around my thighs, and the fact that they are just such a beautiful material and fabric. And I've not seen anything like these online. So I also picked up the beautiful beige, the lovely black, and the gorgeous stone color in all three colorways of the trousers as well. So I'm really excited to see how these are going to fit into my wardrobe. As I said, I feel like I really am replacing pieces that I maybe didn't get as much wear out of, but actually when it comes to trousers, I feel like these three are all filling gaps. I don't have a single pair of black linen trousers, so I think that's so lovely for summer. And I always say black is definitely a summer color, especially when it's the right material. So black linen, perfect for summer. I don't have anything in this kind of stony colorway. I've got a few white pairs of linen trousers, but nothing in this colorway. And this brown is just so different to anything I've seen online. So I'm so excited about the trousers as well. And I really do feel like these pieces are going to just make the foundational piece of so many outfits that I'll be able to re-wear this summer, which excites me so much. Okay, try on time. I wanted to start with the black pair because I feel like this may be the pair that I reach for the most in summer, because as I said, I love black in summer, especially black linen. I think it's so beautiful. And I've actually just tucked it in to the top because I cannot get over the fit of these. There is no gaping at the back. I normally get this like massive gape at the back, which I absolutely hate. It fits so beautifully over my bottom. It's not tight at all. And can we just talk about how loose these shorts are on my legs? I feel like it makes my legs look so much smaller than they actually are, like longer but smaller, which makes me really happy. I love the length of them as well. This kind of like mid-thigh, as I said, I feel like it's the most flattering whenever it comes to shorts, because it's like not too hot panty, but it's not too frumpy. It's just so beautiful. So I've just popped it on with a little pair of sandals, and I really feel like slides or sandals are great to wear with shorts because they really help with that elongation in your legs. I think I need to give myself maybe one more layer of fake tan on my legs, my gradual tanner, because I just feel like you look so much better whenever you've got a little bit of a bronze. But how gorgeous are these? They are just the perfect piece to add into your wardrobe. I definitely think these would be totally appropriate to wear into the office, but also just for like weekend styling, like casual kind of everyday looks. These are so beautiful. The stone is just gorgeous as well. I was a little bit worried for a minute that it might wash my skin out because I am quite pinky in my undertone, and sometimes the wrong kind of color stone can make me look a little bit more, I don't know, pale and washed out, and it's just not really the vibe that we're going for. But I love the colorway of these. They are so gorgeous. Again, the fit is just beautiful. Like, look at that, like tight silhouette around my waist. I never get anything like that, and the fact that it's loose around my bottom, like I'm not worried. And actually I've just realized I was wearing the wrong underwear today. I've got black pants on. You cannot see them through the shorts at all, which is amazing. They're not see-through at all, and I feel like this kind of linen isn't actually going to crease too much. Like, it's quite a thick blend, which I absolutely adore, because it just means they're so much more wearable. We don't need to get out the iron quite as often, so another absolute win. How gorgeous are these? Okay, I've just popped on a little black tee because I feel like it tucks a little bit better than those cardis. The cardis are a little bit thick, so I feel like you couldn't quite fully see. Like, they go really well with the shorts, but you can't quite fully see the full like silhouette of them and start. Do you know what I really like is the way that it kind of like comes out at the side. It almost looks a little bit skirt-esque, which I think is so, so lovely. And as I said, I love the fact that they are mid-thigh. They've got big pockets as well, which is always an absolute win. And you can just see so much better the like silhouette of how it sits. Goodness me, they are so, so flattering, and I feel like they're just going to pair so beautifully with so many different things in my wardrobe. Like, already I've done 3 different kind of tops that you can style up with them, but as I said, you can do shirts, like you can do linen shirts, you can do cute little camis or little tees like this. I just absolutely love them, and I really do feel like they are going to create such a foundation in my wardrobe that I'll be able to wear time and time again. Now let's talk about the trousers. So starting off with the gorgeous stone pair. I love how they look. They are very, very wide, and as expected, they are quite long on me. If I stand on my tippy toes, they kind of just about hit the floor, so it's kind of hard to see when there's like so much excess fabric. Now my only concern is, are they too wide leg? Because even if I stand like this, they only just kind of separate, but I do feel like if I do get them altered, so much fabric won't be hitting the floor and it will look a little bit better. So I would love to know your opinions on them, because I'm so obsessed with this like top half. I love how this looks. I think it's so gorgeous. It fits beautifully around my waist, and I love the fact that you've got the elasticated waistband. Any girls that are similar to me where you bloat, an elasticated waistband is just a must. I've got so many gorgeous pairs of trousers, which, to tell you the truth, I just get put off wearing so much, because I know as soon as I've had something to eat, even if I've just had a coffee, I will end up with a little bit of bloat here. So it's so lovely to have that like stretch, so that you have like a little bit more room to play with. It just makes them so much comfier. It doesn't take away from the like design, which I absolutely adore. So I would love to know whether you think they are worth getting altered, or if you think they're maybe just a little bit too wide leg. I think they will be worth it to get them altered. I think they are absolutely beautiful, but I'd love to hear your opinion. Just to show you how the other colorways look, the black I love. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love how big the pockets are. Like, they are so comfy, and actually I think I'm loving them more and more as I'm wearing them. I definitely think I'm going to look to get these altered, because they are just beautiful. And as I said, without as much material on the ground, I feel like they won't be quite as overwhelming with how much fabric that they have. But obviously I understand they weren't designed for like a petite length, but I'm so willing to get them tailored, get them altered to fit perfectly, because around the waist they just fit so beautifully. And I never have trousers fit like this, and I always feel like having this gorgeous like streamlined silhouette really helps with that elongation in your body, and as a petite girl, we're all about that elongation. So I love how the black look as well. And the stone, my goodness me, they are just gorgeous. I love how they look. I just can't get over this fit. I love the pleating that they've got at the front as well. I feel like it really adds that like tailored vibe, and tailoring is just so in at the moment, and it's something I'm absolutely loving. I feel like tailoring never really goes out of style, and especially being a petite girl, wide leg trousers are something I have literally worn for years and intend to wear for many years to come. It's just going to be about getting that length up. But I love how they flow as well. Like, when you walk, they just flow so beautifully. They're so elegant and ethereal, and they're the kind of thing I could definitely picture myself wearing in my 30s, at my 40s, at my 50s. I absolutely love them. So I think my decision has been made. I'm going to go and get these tailored. I'm going to get them altered so that they fit perfectly in length. But the shorts need absolutely nothing done to them. They are so perfect, and I feel like I really have created like such a capsule wardrobe with regards to these pieces. The 3 different colorways are going to go with so much in my wardrobe. I'm going to be able to wear them with loads, dress them up, dress them down. They can be worn to the office, they can be worn at the weekends, they can even be worn with like a really lovely blazer and kind of like shirt for something a little bit more evening appropriate. I feel like they are just going to create such a capsule wardrobe out of all of these pieces. So I'm so happy happy with this haul. Well, from some gorgeous fashion pieces to some new in beauty bits, and especially after talking this morning about the glow and how much I'm loving that dewy makeup, this could not have come in a more perfect time. We've had some gorgeous bits arrive from Pixie, and Pixie really are a brand that have pioneered that kind of glowy makeup look. They were one of the first brands to ever talk about glow before it was even like trendy, before it was even a thing, and I absolutely adore Pixie products. They're one of my favorite skincare and makeup brands. I feel like they just seamlessly bring products from skincare into makeup, and they just make their products so easy to use. They're really, really like affordable as well compared to a lot of other beauty brands, and I always love their pieces, so I'm excited to see what we have in here. The packaging of this is beautiful. Whenever they send press releases out, I always just want to keep the boxes because they're so stunning. I love the florals in here, so I'm excited to see what we have got inside. So step into a world of rosy bliss with the exquisite trio crafted by makeup artist and Pixie founder Petra. Taking inspiration from her enchanting rose garden, we infuse these essentials and the pure essence of nature. Oh my goodness me. So from the sounds of it, Petra has her own rose garden, which I'm very, very jealous of. I would love to have my own rose garden one day, but we have a few products in here that was really difficult to get out with one hand. But this tonic sounds absolutely amazing. I always love, come on. Oh my gosh, that was definitely not a one-hand situation there, but the rose tonic sounds absolutely incredible. It is rose and elderflower and a nourishing toner, and I would definitely say with regards to my skin, I very much need something that's like calming and nourishing. I would say I've kind of stepped away from a lot of those like more harsh tonics. It just doesn't really work that well with my skin. I do have quite sensitive skin, so I want to make sure, especially if I'm using something every single day, that it's just like really nourishing for me. So I love the sound of that. I always love using a tonic in the morning before getting ready, and also in the evening after my skincare routine. I feel like my morning skincare routine is a lot more simple than my evening, but I still love adding it into that. We then have, let's see if that one came out much easier. We then have the Skin Illuminating Enhancer. Oh my goodness, this sounds absolutely amazing. So sheer rosy face lotion to highlight and add a pearlescent glow. This kind of sounds like the product that you would use when you're wanting to have a bit of a no makeup day, but you still want to just put something on so that you don't look, you know, like dead to the world. The amount of times I have no makeup days and people ask me if I'm feeling unwell, so I love applying a product like this where it doesn't actually feel like you've got anything on your skin, but it still just gives you a lovely little glow. That sounds so amazing. A rose infused complexion enhancer creates a soft focused glow and gives skin an even radiant finish. Use solo or under makeup for added complexion perfection. Oh my gosh, we definitely have to try that out. That sounds amazing. And then we have the glowy lip oil. Oh my gosh, I'm just loving lip oils at the moment. This is in the colour Minty. Oh wow, that sounds amazing as well. I think we're going to have to give that a go. So some gorgeous, lovely new in products from Pixie. I'm so excited to give all of these a try. Good morning, Mon Petit. It is the next day now. I'm just currently getting myself ready. I made myself another iced coffee this morning, but I've done that thing, you know, when you've left it too long and all the ice has melted, so I need to drink this really quickly. Oh, so good. And I have just used this morning the product that I actually unboxed with you yesterday from Pixie. This is the Radiance Perfector, and I use this underneath my kind of like usual makeup. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I definitely see a little bit more of a glow. It's like a little bit kind of pinky, a little bit pearlescent. Just gives a really lovely base to your makeup. I definitely think I'm going to use this whenever I'm wanting to have like a bit of a no makeup day as well. You know, when you want to have a no makeup day, but you don't want to be asked if you're ill. This is the kind of product I feel like it's just going to be perfect. And I wanted to test out the glowy lip oil from Pixie. This is in the shade Mint E. Don't really know why it's written like that, but it's literally Mint-E. If you can see that, I don't think it's going to focus on it. Just wants to focus on my face, but I just applied my usual lip liner, and I thought that we could apply this over the top because I do love a lip oil at the moment. And how beautiful is that packaging? It's just got this really gorgeous kind of like embroidered, not embroidered, what was the word I'm looking for? Like floral, botanical, that's the word, little botanical design to it, which I absolutely love. It almost just looks like little wildflowers, which is so lovely. Oh, okay, that's interesting, so it's not got a colour to it. I can't really taste any Minty. Oh, that is really interesting. That is literally just like the kind of thing I used to apply when I was a kid. In fact, actually, I have, oh yeah, no, that is Minty. I'm getting the mint now. That's actually really cool. This really reminds me of the kind of thing that I used to use when I was little. I actually used to always, which I still do to this day, if ever I get dry and cracked lips, I like to pick at it. And I remember when I was younger, it used to be an incentive for me because I always loved makeup. Like literally since I was about 5 or 6 years old, I was fascinated by my mum's makeup bag. I always loved looking in like older cousins and aunties' makeup bags. And I remember one time my auntie bought me literally like a roller lip balm like this and said to me, I will give you this if you can go like 2 months or something with no scabs on your lips. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I will do that. And I used to apply this morning, noon and night, and it just, I couldn't even tell you what brand it was, but it really reminds me of this kind of old-fashioned like 90s lip oil. I kind of love that. And especially when you've just got like a nice little lip liner underneath, it literally doesn't apply any colour. It's just like a really lovely top up and a little bit of a kind of hydration for my lips. So I'm absolutely loving it. Lip oils at the moment are just my absolute favourite. I feel like they're so perfect, especially when it comes to that kind of like glowy summer look that we are all going for. But I have been a bit inspired after yesterday, and I want to have a little bit more about a chat because I do find it so interesting thinking about how much my hauls have like changed since being online. I mean, when did I start out on YouTube? Like 3-4 years ago? And thinking about the hauls that I used to do 3-4 years ago, I mean, there would literally be like 20 pieces in that haul, and I wouldn't really have any consideration of the pieces. I would just see something online and be like, that's cute, let's add it into my wardrobe. And I don't know if it's kind of like society that shift, I don't know if it's an age thing that's changed within me or what, but I feel like so many of us are just being so much more considerate with what we're adding into our wardrobe. We don't just see a piece and think that's cute, I'm going to add it in. We look at a piece and we think, okay, what can I style that with in my wardrobe? How could I wear that? Would that piece work hard in my wardrobe? Could I style it up? Could I style it down? And I'm just so much more considerate with what I'm adding into my wardrobe and so much more thoughtful of my pieces. And I would definitely say that the wardrobe that I created is a capsule wardrobe. Maybe not in the traditional sense of what a capsule wardrobe was supposed to be. I think it used to be like 20 items that you were supposed to have in your capsule wardrobe, and every single item like goes together, and that's literally like all you have in your wardrobe. I definitely have more than 20 items. I think I literally have 20 pairs of shoes I'm looking at right now. But what I mean by saying a capsule wardrobe, I feel like that kind of phrase has evolved a little bit, and I would say that it more is kind of relating to a wardrobe that can just be styled up and worn in so many different ways. Like whenever I'm adding pieces into my wardrobe, I want to think about how many different ways I can style this, what cospo wear I'm going to get out of the piece, and what it goes with in my wardrobe. Like I'm not just going to buy a top that doesn't go with anything in my wardrobe anymore. I'm going to buy a top and think, okay, that could go with this skirt, could also go with these trousers. Oh, I could also wear it with shorts. These shoes would look cute with it. This bag would look nice with it. And I really want to be adding pieces in that are like really like educationally thought about purchases. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just kind of like how my evolution has changed within my style and just like the thought process that goes through my head whenever I'm adding pieces in. And I feel like a 6-item haul is like the biggest that I will ever do now. And I don't even know if it counts as 6 items because it's kind of the same item just like times by 3. It's almost like a 2-item haul, but just different colorways. But I feel like the pieces I'm adding in now, I just want to be so considerate with them. And I've just been really thinking about like my wardrobe and how much my style has changed. And there's even a few things this year that last year I absolutely loved, but I feel like this year I'm like, I just don't know if it's quite so me anymore, and I don't know if it's like really reflective of my personal style. I'm very much more about those kind of like monochromatic looks, just very easy yet classic yet stylized kind of outfits. That's like the vibe that I've been going for. I feel like I've been really leaning away from the like bright, garish, like big floral dresses this year, and it's just not felt as me. So I kind of want to have a little bit of like a wardrobe organized today and a little bit of a clear out and just go through a few pieces that maybe aren't feeling quite as me anymore. Maybe I can move on from. If I've not gotten the wear out of them yet, I probably won't get the wear out of them this year, and just make sure that I'm being like really, I keep saying considerate. That's like the one word that I can think of, that I'm just being really intentional with my wardrobe. I think that's the vibe that we're going for. So I just wanted to give myself a little bit of time today to do a bit more of a wardrobe organize, a bit of a clear out, and a dressing room declutter. I wanted to start with my dress rail because this is a rail that I feel like has a lot of pieces in that I've been hanging on to that I don't really know why. They're pieces that I'm like, oh, maybe one day I'll wear them again, and I just haven't reached them. Like for example, this little blue and white striped dress, and I was on the hunt for a beautiful blue and white striped shirt dress for such a long time, and I felt like I'd finally found it. And to tell you the truth, I've had this in my wardrobe for about 2 years, and this is the second summer that's kind of I was going to say bin and gone. It's definitely not gone. I don't think we're even officially in summer, but this to me would be very much more of a spring dress. And this has definitely been the second spring that has been and gone that I've not worn it and I've not actually reached for it. So I think this is one that I can probably say goodbye to. It was a little Capsule number and I did love it. But as I say, like I just don't find myself reaching for it. So I think we can probably say goodbye to that one. There's a few others in here that I've just not been reaching for quite as much. This River Island one, I've had this in my wardrobe for about 5 or 6 years, so it's about time that we say goodbye to it, and it's definitely been a hard-working piece in my wardrobe, but that's another one we can probably say goodbye to. This Forever New dress I've not reached for this year. I mean, maybe I could, but I've not reached for it yet. I do find for me blue is a very much spring colour, not a summer colour. In summer, I'm much more about like the pinks, the purples, but even my little Forever New number, I've not quite reached for, but do I keep it just in case I do? My River Island one from last year, I did love this. This was so beautiful. I definitely think I might wear this again this year, but it's just about those pieces that, like, do they feel so me anymore? Like my House of CB dress, I've had this for years and I love it, but I've not reached for it. Like, does it feel so me anymore? It's very girly, very kind of like ditzy florals. Oh, this is really hard actually. This is harder than I thought it was going to be because there's quite a few pieces that I'm like, I love. Oh, the Ellie dress that I wore for my birthday. I'm so glad so many of you agreed that this was just the perfect dress to wear for my birthday. I literally saved it. I had a few questions actually asking why I wasn't wearing it before. It was because I was deliberately saving it for my birthday. I wanted it to feel really, really special. And there's a few pieces that are new in my wardrobe that I've not even had the chance to wear yet. Like this gorgeous Hobbs number. I need to wear that at some point. That's so beautiful. This one as well, I absolutely love. No Forever New number. The Hobbs jacket. Oh, okay, that needs to go over here with the rest of the jackets. Okay, we're gonna cue the time lapse. I'm gonna play some music so that I can get myself in the mood and we can do a big old dress declutter, have a real think about everything that I'm keeping in my wardrobe, what's working hard, what's not, and what I can probably say goodbye to. Goodness me, looking a little bit disheveled now, but I cannot even begin to tell you how good it feels to have done this wardrobe clear out. It's almost like a mid-season wardrobe clear out, summer wardrobe declutter. I feel like I never do this in like the middle of the season. It's always the pre-seasons, like my winter to spring wardrobe switch over, and then like my summer to autumn. I don't really take stock mid-season and think about what I've got in my wardrobe and do a bit of a declutter, and it feels so therapeutic to have done. And I really kept in mind that capsule wardrobe kind of thought process with regards to all of these pieces. There was a few items that I was really struggling with whether to say goodbye to, and the main question I kept asking myself was, number one, can you wear it again? Like, are you going to get your cost per wear out of this if you do keep it in your wardrobe? Number two, does it go with other pieces? Like, can you style it up for different occasions? Can you wear it for different ways? And if the answer was no, it had to go, even if I did love it, because I just knew I wouldn't get the wear out of, and I knew it wouldn't work hard on my wardrobe. It's just taking up, what is it they call it, valuable wardrobe retail, closet retail. So I've cleared out the retail space and we have a lot of space to play with if I do want to add a few more capsule pieces in. So let me give you a bit of an update, because this room is just looking and feeling so fresh. I absolutely love it. So as you can see, we've got a lot more room to play about with regards to the dress rail. It was getting to a point where I couldn't fit anything else on this rail. As you can see, it's starting to bow as well, which is a little bit dangerous. So what I've done is I've just put my jackets to this side because I quite like having a bit of space underneath. It just felt a little bit less cluttered. And then I've said goodbye to a bit more of my formal dresses, like my evening dresses. Those have actually gone into the sage room because there's a lot of space in that wardrobe there. It's the wardrobe that Alex has been currently using, and he doesn't even fill half of it. So I was like, you know what? That is valuable retail. I'm going to take it. So I've got a lot of dresses here that I've kept in that I'm just so excited to wear this summer, and I've been really, really strict with myself. It's also quite nice to bring dresses out that I've had in like my styling wardrobe, like the gorgeous little Riojas dresses, which I never actually ended up wearing for my birthday because it wasn't quite warm enough. stuff, but I'm so excited to wear this for the summer. The little polka dot, oh, I didn't do this deliberately, but look, little polka dot kind of section there. But yeah, some gorgeous dresses that I'm so excited to wear. I've got a couple of dresses that I'm going to put on probation. So the Forever New one and this Karen Millen one. I was so umming and ahhing about whether to keep it, but it is beautiful, especially for like a London day. You know, if I just want to be really smart, really sophisticated, it is gorgeous. So I've got a couple of dresses on probation, and I'm basically going to take stock at the end of the season, and if I haven't worn them, I'm going to have to say goodbye to them. But yes, I've also said goodbye to my Demelier bag on this console, just because I wanted it to be a little bit clearer, because I love this as like a bit of a space with regards to like filming and stuff like that. So I've said goodbye to that. And then this wardrobe is also feeling so much more spacious, which makes me so happy. So I've got, as I said, retail space if I do want to add any new pieces into my wardrobe. Oh, and also my shoes, which I know this isn't the best shoe storage in the world. It's just a basket at the moment. But this wardrobe is very much temporary. It's kind of just the kind of thing I'm expecting to be about a year or so, and then I'll be looking to do like fully fitted wardrobes. So for now, that's fine, and it just means that they are super easy access. So super happy with how it is looking and feeling very inspired with regards to my kind of summer capsule wardrobe. I feel like everything that I can see, I'm excited to wear, I want to wear, and it's just going to make me so much more inspired when it comes to my summer outfits as well. So feeling very happy for this clear out. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have just had a delivery arrive that could not have come in more perfect timing, especially after quite a tiring day in my dressing room. I always forget just how exhausting wardrobe clear outs can be. I feel like there's a lot of like physical works, obviously you're having to move things about, but also like a lot of mental thought process. You know, when you get to the end of it, you're kind of like, I just don't want to make another decision anymore. What is it called? Like decision fatigue? Because obviously you're having to decide what to like keep, what to send off, like having to really think about your wardrobe and like the styling pieces that you have in there. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I have been eyeing up this bath, and I just want to have a really lovely soaking long bath tonight. You know, the kind of bath where like you stay until the water gets cold, like an hour, even 2 hour long bath. They are my favorite kind, and I have very kindly just been sent over some lovely bits from Bramley, which, as I said, could not have come in more perfect timing. I absolutely adore Bramley products. They actually stock Bramley at quite a few really lovely bougie hotels that we have been to and stayed at. And I always think it's so lovely to see some of your favorite products at hotels, because it just goes to show how like beautiful they are, how well liked they are. And it's also really lovely to have them in your own home, because then it's almost like you're getting the hotel experience in your own house. So I thought that we could unbox these pieces together. I know it's quite a funny place to do an unboxing, but seeing as though I'm literally desperate to jump in the bubble bath, I thought that this is where we could do this. So this is the lovely cleanse gift set. So in here we have a body wash and a bubble bath, and I think this would be such a lovely like birthday present for anyone that you know is just such a like pamper girl that loves a bath, that just wants to like look after themselves. I mean, how beautiful is that packaging? So let's see what scents we have in here. We have, ooh, these are some really lovely scents. For the bubble bath, we have the geranium, lavender, and sweet orange. I'm gonna need to give this a little sniff, because that sounds absolutely amazing. That's gonna be like really fruity. Oh my gosh, that is incredible. That is the kind of thing that you just wanna like wrap yourself up in. In fact, I think this might be the scent that they keep at 131 Cheltenham, because this scent definitely seems very familiar. So that is absolutely lovely if you're looking for like a really bubbly, relaxing bath. And then with regards to the body wash, we have grapefruit, lavender, and sweet orange. Oh, I think that's gonna be very like light and citrusy. Oh, that is amazing. It's not quite as strong as the bubble bath, which is quite nice, because it just is like really, again, like relaxing. That is just gonna be so lovely to use. So I'm definitely going to use that body wash today. And then with regards to my body lotion, oh my gosh, my absolute favorite, the juniper, sweet orange, and bergamot. It's such a lovely one. Like, it literally feels like you're lathering yourself up with like spa scents. It's so lovely. I actually have a almost empty bottle of this beside my bed, because I really like just doing, you know, when you just like give your hands and your feet a quick moisturize before you get into bed. I always love using that. But the thing I'm probably most excited about, that actually I have Bramley to blame for getting me hooked on these, is bath salts. Now, I have never really been much of a bath salt kind of a gal up until this point. I'm very much a bubble bath kind of a girl. However, it was actually when we stayed at 131 Cheltenham all the way back at Christmas time, and they had gorgeous Bramley bath salts like that you could help yourself to. And I was like, that sounds amazing. Let's give it a little try, because I've never really used bath salts before. And oh my goodness me, They were so incredible. In fact, I'm guessing it's the same as this one. Lavender flower, spearmint, and geranium. Give it a little smell, see if it's like familiar. Oh my gosh, that is incredible. I feel like the lavender and the spearmint together just really makes it like really uplifting as well as calming. I don't know if you can see it, but it literally has bits of lavender in there, like dried lavender. How amazing is that? And I feel like it's a true testament to how amazing these bath salts are that Alex ran himself a bath with them. I had a bath that evening, used the bath salts, drained the water, got out, and he turned to me and went, would it be really OTT if I ran the bath again and got in it myself? I was like, go for it, because it was so relaxing. It was absolutely dreamy. So if you're looking to get into baths, I would definitely recommend. So I think I'm going to use these tonight because, as I said, Brownie's the brand that's got me hooked on bath salts, and it would just be the perfect way to relax and unwind after a big old wardrobe organizer today. So I'm gonna run myself a bath, use those and the beautiful new Brownie products. And I think I'm going to end this vlog here before I get naked and get into the bath. There's been quite a lot actually, some new in pieces, a lot of talk about fashion and style. I hope you enjoyed a bit more of like a styling video for today's vlog. And if you got to the end of the video, comment below capsule wardrobe, because I'd love to know who gets to the end of my videos. And as I've been saying throughout the vlog, I just really feel like our style evolution is just evolving and changing all the time. It's so interesting. I think especially living your life online, I can literally watch my style evolution, like, and how it's happening. It's so interesting to see. But I think this year I really do feel like I found such like true personal style. Like all the outfits I've been wearing, all the pieces I've been adding into my wardrobe just feel so fundamentally me. That's the most important thing whenever it comes to adding pieces into your wardrobe. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.